anything like me, you go into the holiday season determined to eat well, to feel strong and lean, and to get through it feeling healthy and on track. But as you go through, your schedule fills up. All of a sudden, you have all these things to do, all these places to go, dinners to eat with people, and you know that this, while it's fun, can add up to a lot of extra calories. And this isn't even to mention just the extra cookies and candy and everything else you seem to find around houses and offices and everywhere else. So today, I have my 5 top tips for staying lean and strong through the holiday season. These have helped me, they'll help my clients, and I know that they'll help you too. Hello, my name is Kelly Jennings, owner of Apex Nutrition. I'm a dietitian and sports nutritionist. Today I want to give you my 5 top tips for staying lean and strong through the holiday season. Number 1, make vegetables the stars of your meals. Now this is easy to do during the summer when we have all these vegetables that are fresh and ready to go and taste good, but a little bit harder for most people to do during the winter. Still, I think making vegetables the star of dinner especially, with your lunch as well, and at least one snack per day is the way to go through the winter as well. Now to do this, follow my advice on light at night, and I have that video below, to make half of your dinner vegetables every night. Now these don't have to be raw and fresh like they were during the summer. In the winter, you can also use vegetables. So you can either just use vegetables that you normally cook, like green beans, or grill or roast vegetables for delicious side dishes, or use a great soup recipe like the one I've linked to below, which is broccoli pepper soup, and it is just amazing. Trust me, if you like broccoli, you'll like it. So in addition to whenever you do want raw vegetables or a salad, continue to make vegetables the start of meals by using cooked vegetables too. Not only will you get these great nutrients that vegetables have to offer, you'll also be able to cut down on the volume of the other foods you eat, and that's what makes this such a good tip for you. So remember light at night, and the first tip here is to keep making vegetables the start of your meals, just like you did in summer. Continue that through the winter. Number 2, if you are an athlete, you need to keep daily nutrition and training nutrition separate. Now, I've done a whole video on this and that will be linked below, but the idea here is that you only need training nutrition. You only need to eat like an athlete when you are training, and generally for 90 minutes or more. When you're training for less, or when you're not training as much, like in an off season or an off day, you only eat the normal daily nutrition. Now, daily nutrition means your meals and snacks that are nourishing, slow, high fiber, those good quality homemade foods that are good for your body and help you get to your goal weight and help you to prevent disease. Training nutrition, on the other hand, are those faster fuels that you need during training, but we don't need those. Don't eat a Cliff Bar over here in daily nutrition. That is designed for faster energy over here. Don't drink Gatorade over here. Things like sports drinks are designed for over here. So we only use training nutrition when we need it. And that's number 2, is to keep daily nutrition and training nutrition separate. Number 3, eat like it's a holiday, only on the holidays. So if you look at your calendar, pick out the days that are actual holidays. There's probably like 3 there in the next few months. Go ahead and eat like it's a holiday on those days. If you would like, go ahead and eat any type of food you would like. Now don't, just go crazy and eat huge portions and stuff yourself. That just never feels good. But go ahead and eat any food you'd like. No guilt, no shame, no nothing. Feel great. And then the next day, get right back on track. Now that's gonna be part of tip number 4. But then look at your calendar again and look at all the other days. Those days aren't holidays. So on those other days, eat like it's a normal day. Now I know there's extra cookies and extra treats and extra parties and extra dinners and extra candy all around you right now. You've got to be strong. Today is not a holiday, so don't eat like it is one. Ignore that stuff. Now, when clients work with me, we do build in 2 things. 1 treat a day, now that means like 150 calories per day of some sort of dessert or alcohol or just kind of a treat food. And also 2 cheat meals, not 2 cheat days, but 2 cheat meals. And on these cheat meals, we don't stuff ourselves again, but we can use any sort of food that we want within them with portion control. So that helps us to get through these extra dinners and extra parties, but still there's a lot of being strong and not eating like it's a holiday on all those other days. So only eat like it's a holiday on the holidays. Number 4 is to, when you get off track, you get right back on track. I often tell clients, you are only 1 step from being right on track no matter where you are. One good workout, one good meal, and you're right back on track. Don't wallow in the, oh, I'm off track, now I'm not healthy, now I feel horrible, now blah, 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 where only excuses live, okay? When you fall off track because you had one big, party meal that you shouldn't have had, it wasn't a cheat meal and you did it anyway, fine, that happens. Don't stay there. Take the one step and get right back on track. And I do have a great tool for you. Down below you'll see a link for my Candy Overload Antidote. And what this is a great smoothie that kind of has ingredients in it that are not natural diuretics that kind of get some of that fluid retention off. So fluid retention often happens after too much salt, too much sugar, or too much alcohol. And kind of when you feel like that and you're kind of feeling sluggish, it's easy to wallow there. So by drinking this smoothie maybe for breakfast and lunch when you're trying to get back on track, or even just one time, you can kind of mentally tell yourself, I'm back on track. Because when you drink a smoothie that has celery in it, you have no choice but to feel healthy, because celery means healthy in your brain. I'm telling you right now, you'll feel healthy, you're right back on track, nothing else to say about it. Don't stay off track, don't wallow, no excuses, right back on track. Number 5 is to slow it on down. This part of the year, the holiday season, is rush, 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 rush. I know, there are so many things that fill up our schedules. There's so much to do, big to-do lists. End of the year too, as far as business and things like that go. So you combine that and it's tough. Sometimes we travel, all of that. In the midst of that rushing, it's easy to also rush through meals. And anytime we eat fast and we aren't there in the moment and present with our meal, it's really easy to overeat. So a few tips to not be in a rush during a meal, to slow it on down at those meals and be there in the moment, and you will find that you won't overeat near as much. The tips are: 1, chew every bite 20 times. Sounds crazy, I know, but 20 is a lot when it comes to chewing. So chew it 20 times, that will slow you right down, and it's only good things for digestion as well. Number 2 is maybe put your fork down in between every bite. Sit there, listen to your body, ask yourself, are you full? And just slow it down in between bites rather than shoveling. Number 3 is to turn off all devices and screens. If you have people that you're eating with, that's great. They're also eating, so you're kind of in that moment together. But TV screens aren't in the moment with you. They're distracting, so are computer screens, so are devices. So turn those off, quiet it down, slow it down, and eat your meal. Another one is to pause, kind of with that fork down every time. Pause, listen to your body, feel if you are full or not, and then stop when you are. Go ahead and slow it on down, savor the meal that you're eating. Don't just rush through it. Enjoy those flavors, think about what's inside that food, and you will find that you won't rush through and you won't overeat nearly as much. So my 5 tips were to 1, keep vegetables the star of your meals. Number 2 was to separate daily nutrition and training nutrition. Number 3, only like it's a holiday on the actual holidays. Number 4, get right back on track, no excuses, you're right back there. And number 5 is to slow it down. Now I know some of you are saying, but I want real details. I don't want this philosophy, these tips that don't really help me. You're in luck. I have those details. If you look down below in the links, you will find that I have 2 amazing plans for people that give you full meal plans and every detail you would want on this and more. For athletes, I have Fuel Right Race Light. Now that has the daily nutrition and training nutrition if both of those are your goals. If you want to eat well for a goal weight or just for to be healthy and prevent disease, plus you want to focus on training nutrition for performance, then that's your plan. Now, if you aren't an athlete, but you want to eat healthy and get fit and be strong, and you maybe use workouts but aren't kind of really into a sport, then the one that's right for you is the Apex Nutrition Fit and Strong. That one doesn't have the whole training nutrition component. It more has just being healthy and fit and lean as its focus. So I hope that all helps. And for even more, head on over to www.apexnutritionllc.com. Thank you so much. Please.
Mom, that's dinner.